geht's lang, aber nein.
1, 2, 3, so muss es sein. Eins, zwei, drei, da kommt Schubs ab.
1, 2, 3, wir heben ab.
Unsere Ehrengäste, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, aus dem Südwestrundfunk, Äffle und Pferdle sind wieder unsere Ehrengäste hier bei den Stuttgart German Masters für die Prüfung unserer Jüngsten. Heißen wir Sie mal herzlich willkommen im großen Applaus hier in der Schleierhalle. Die beiden leiten unseren Vorlauf ein. Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, für den Preis der Ensinger Mineralheilquellen GmbH, die FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Wir freuen uns gleich auf Parcourserklärung und dann die besten Ponyreiter der Welt. Dankeschön, Äffle und Pferdle, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. Sie werden jetzt nämlich einmal Ihre Position einnehmen in unserer sogenannten Leadersbox. Da warten Sie auf unsere erfolgreichsten und feuern genauso wie Sie gleich kräftig unsere Pony-Springreiter an. Dankeschön, aber großen Applaus, Äffle und Pferdle.
Sie möchten ein Girokonto, das perfekt zu Ihrem Leben passt? BW Extend bietet das passende Girokonto für alle. Mit tollen Zusatzleistungen und exklusiven Vergünstigungen. Mit BW Extend nehmen Sie Ihre Bankgeschäfte ganz einfach selbst in die Hand. Ob direkt in der Filiale oder rund um die Uhr online. Unkompliziertes Banking, wie Sie es gerade brauchen. Finden Sie das Girokonto, das genau zu Ihrem Leben passt. BW Extend. Viel mehr als nur ein Girokonto.
Steigende Strompreise gehören der Vergangenheit an. Machen Sie sich unabhängig von Strompreiserhöhungen und produzieren Sie Ihren eigenen Strom. Mit einer Solaranlage von Walter Solar. Wir erstellen auch für Ihr Gebäude ein individuelles Energie- und Sanierungskonzept und sorgen damit für Planungssicherheit und Betriebskostenstabilität. Denn die Sonne schickt keine Rechnung. Walter Solar. Ihr Weg in das solare Zeitalter.
Die Begeisterung für Pferde treibt uns jeden Tag an. Wir von eWest wissen, dass die richtige Grundfütterung die Voraussetzung für Gesundheit und Wohlbefinden ist. Damit wird die Basis für eine gelungene Partnerschaft von Pferd und Reiter geschaffen. Die sich daraus entwickelnde vertrauensvolle Beziehung ist der nächste Schritt auf dem Weg zum sportlichen Erfolg. Sportlicher Erfolg benötigt eine individuell auf das Pferd abgestimmte Fütterung. Will man das Leistungspotenzial zur vollen Entfaltung bringen, lernen Sie eWest kennen. Du möchtest deine Schäfchen ins Trockene bringen? Da haben wir was für dich. Den Allianz-Schatzbrief. Einmal einzahlen und ein Leben lang profitieren. Die Allianz-Lebensversicherung. Da für dein Leben.
Vor 80 Jahren eroberte eine außergewöhnliche Show das Eis. Ein Meisterwerk, das die Herzen der Zuschauer höher schlagen ließ und Champions ins Rampenlicht stellte. Der Rausch der Geschwindigkeit, die Perfektion des Sports, atemberaubende Momente. Ein Ort, an dem Freude niemals endet und Erinnerungen für die Ewigkeit entstehen. Heute im Eis feiert 80 Jahre. Memphis Holiday. Never end.
Verpasse nichts mehr und hol dir jetzt eine Premium-Mitgliedschaft auf Clipmores TV. Genieße anschließend das volle Programm. Nationale Turniere, weltweite Live-Übertragung, Academy-Videos sowie die direkte Suche nach Pferd oder Reiter. Und das alles, wann und wo immer du willst. Egal, ob auf deinem Tablet, Smartphone, Computer oder Smart TV. In einer Premium-Mitgliedschaft hast du die ganze Welt des Pferdesports immer dabei.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great anticipation that we come together in Stuttgart for the third qualifier of the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy Season 2023. Over the next few days, we will see the future generation of athletes compete on the ponies alongside some of the greatest idols in the sport. Series such as the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy represent a unique opportunity for our rising stars to gain standing and can act as a springboard for the future representation of the international senior circuit. The ambition and strive for excellence exhibited by the young competitors can only be admired. It is thanks to the continuous efforts of organizers, volunteers, officials and sponsors that we are able to continuously see our sport thrive. To all the athletes present, to the families and support systems, we wish you a fantastic event and the best of luck. Bei den seltenen Turnieren für die besten Springsportler der Welt anzutreten, ist für diese und folgenden jungen Leute eine fantastische und unglaubliche Erfahrung. Die Jumping Ponies Trophy auf allerhöchstem Niveau wird hier in Stuttgart nunmehr zum 6. Mal in Folge stattfinden und wird regelmäßig beim Publikum zum großen Bewunderung und Unterstützung dieser unglaublichen Talente im Sattel. Unvergessen die vorherigen Editionen hier in der Schlangenhalle, wie das Publikum bei der finalen Prüfung am Samstag die Teilnehmer mit rhythmischem Applaus für die letzten Hindernisse getragen hat. Unsere insgesamt 21 Paare, ihr Preis der Enzinger Mineralheilquellen, gehen über den folgenden Parcours. Hindernis Nummer 1, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, wartet hier auf der Seite des Eingangs mit einem Ochser in schwarz und weiß. Geht es los, gebogene Linie danach für unsere Ponyreiter weiter zur Hindernis Nummer 2, der Stuttgarter Fernsehturm, wartet als nächste Aufgabe. Rechte Hand, dann geht es über den Steilsprung der Rosen, etwas gebogen danach die Aufgabe zu dem Stuttgart German Masters Boxer, Hindernis Nummer 4. Dann weiter rechte Hand, ein bisschen am anderen vorbei, Hindernis Nummer 5 in der Folge, der Sprung unseres Partners, der Enzinger Mineralheilquelle, als Steilsprung konzipiert. Weiter dann linke Hand, aus der Wendung heraus, wir sind in Kombination 6a, 6b, steil, Einlauf von raus, über 6b durch die Kombination. Hindernis Nummer 7, dieses wunderschöne Pferd, dieser einfarbige weiße Stacker als oberstes Element, gerade als Hindernis Nummer 7, ein bisschen auf der linken Hand weiter, durch die Diagonale der Bahn. Sie sehen einen Liverpool Wassergraben als eines dieser optischen Highlights und eine dieser Schwierigkeiten für die Reiter Hindernis Nummer 8. Steilsprung, Distanzaufgabe danach zu dem Boxer Hindernis Nummer 9. Noch nicht im Ziel, auf der rechten Hand geht es weiter für die Reiter. Es wartet zum Ende des Parcours oder Nähe zum Ende des Parcours die doppelte Kombination noch einmal 10a, 10b und dann der Schlusssprung Hindernis Nummer 11. Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, Herning war der Auftakt in Dänemark, dann Lyon in Frankreich, nun in der Schleierhalle in Stuttgart und dann das große Finale im Dezember in Salzburg.
Welcome along, everybody. Delighted to have you with us live this afternoon. We are with you in Stuttgart at the German Masters in the Hans Martin Scheler Hall for the next leg of the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. This tremendous series that has already visited Herning, it has already visited Lyon, and now here in Stuttgart before we head to Salzburg, and then the final in Mechlin between Christmas and New Year. That gives some of the younger stars in FEI sport their chance to shine on the bill of the biggest stars in the business. And this opening competition certainly has plenty for us to enjoy. It's a one-round Fulton time competition, and 21 coming forward over this track that is set by Louis Connix. It is a great competition. We've seen some brilliant jumping over the recent weeks, and certainly been looking forward to how it all continues here this afternoon. Well, getting things underway is Brune Favier for France with a very experienced pony called Copper de Lienne. As you can see, coming around there, time allowed set at 71 seconds. From 7, this line now that brings them back across the arena. She's only 13 years of age. Rode at the Pony Europeans with this pony on the French team this year that just missed out on a medal. They finished in 4th. Well, we're going to finish on a flyer. What a great way to start. Oh, what a brilliant round that was. 53.04. We're off to the races here. Bruna Favier has said, I'm going to go quick from the beginning. Of course, not only in for a great shout now with this class, 53.04, but as well, of course, it all goes towards the starting order for that big jump-off class for the ponies that will come over the weekend here from Stuttgart. That again is when the points are handed out. Well, there's our mascots. They've certainly been very popular throughout the course of the week so far. And now for 15-year-old Lauren Adams coming in to join us as the next to go. This pony is Sylvie Bloom Bellerose, this mare, 10 years of age. Been busy in the spring and summer, both in Sivold and Gore Minori with the ponies. Narrow little fence that comes just on the turn after the double at 7. Water tray. Well, she carries the 4 all the way through to the finish, just a fraction over the 60 seconds as well. 60.35 for the first of the Irish riders, Lauren Adams and Sleeve Bloom Bella Rose there, the Irish sports horse, the mare. So that means that France, from the opening 2, has certainly shown the way, and it also demonstrates how fast Brune Favier was. 53.04 was pretty obvious at the time, but even more demonstrated by the time there from Lauren being some 7 seconds slower. Renske van der Middendorp goes next. Quite a young pony, 8 years of age, this mare. La Bonita. Renske, who is 15 herself, has ridden at 3 pony European Championships, including this year. She was, I should say, last year it was the Children's Championships, but the year before, 2021, in Stones Gone, she was on the silver medal winning team. Rides for the Netherlands. Finished in 6th place in Lyon. Also going very well in Herning as well. Currently sitting in 11th place on the provisional standings after 2 legs. Just a little bit steadier again, but she's just been very careful where she positions this pony. And doing so, she jumps a clear under the 60 seconds. 58.91. All that comes up very quickly when you're out there in this arena, and that was La Bonita ZV with Renske van Middendorp there for the Netherlands. 3 have gone. France lead to a clear. Plenty of jumping still to come. Those at the replays. Still chasing 53.04 as a leading time. Well, they're having a whale of a time, no doubt about it. Now, Palmer, Sophie Gray, Janssen Christensen from Denmark, riding Boris des Avelines. Palmer, who is just 12 years of age, this young Danish star, individually 5th at the Pony Europeans, which took place in Le Mans in France back in the summertime with this pony. She also found her way into the top 10 in Lyon. Up a nice rhythm to this round. She's not going to be far off that leading time either. She's going to get very close to it. In fact, she could be quicker than it. She is indeed. 52.80. And it is now Denmark that move to the top of the leaderboard. France into 2nd, and the Dutch move to 3rd. As a great round. 52.80. High fives all round there. Well done. Palmer, Sophie Gray, Janssen Christensen then riding Boris des Avelines. The Danish partnership. Very smart round of jumping. So, great performance. And on we go. Now back to France, looking perhaps to try and push back to the top with Zoe Marchal here. Berlioz de Henan, the 12-year-old gelding, goes next. Zoe, who is 15 years of age. First time out in the FEI Ponies Trophy series this year. Although most recently competing in Fontainebleau in the ponies there, where they had a very successful run at the end of September, beginning of October with 2 wins. very competitive, these pony classes. There's a great will to win from all of the riders that come through that chute and in the in-gate. A little bit wider than some, back trying to get straight to this double. Now down towards the last we go. We're not getting going to be too far off in terms of the clock. 56.63, and Zoe Marchal there moves into third place on Belior's Dehenan. That great form from Fontainebleau has continued here to Stuttgart for the young French rider, and it means now France sitting in second and in third with their ponies here this afternoon. And still though at the moment, the young Danish rider Palmer leading the way. Ireland go next. Sean Riep, Sean Riep here riding Fernando is next up, and then riding this 13-year-old gelding. 15 years of age, the young Irish rider. He jumped in Herning in the Ponies Trophy in the Grand Prix there with Cantes finished inside the top 10, having finished second on the opening day. Composed round, took their time but jumped their fences. 59.47 to go into fifth and give us 5 clear rounds now. 47 there. In time to remind you, 52.80. This is the opening competition of the two for the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy here in Stuttgart, the German Masters of 2023. We'll go through to their Grand Prix here tomorrow. Well, a turn now of Belgium. Round of applause there for Ireland, but now for Belgium. Emile Biek joining us. Ella Vanti Rezehoff. He's 15, jumped at the Youth Nations Cup final in the ponies with this ride at the end of September. That's part of Belgium's team. Carrying the 4 as they come down this final line. Emile then for Belgium, finishing on the 4, 62.10 the final time. Been changing therefore at the top of the order to say that round from Palmer that we saw a short while ago. So I think that'll look very quick, and it's going to take something quite special to be able to dislodge her from the top spot, despite it being very early in this class. But some really special ponies and special riders in the draw yet to come. Ireland with another chance now, the 16-year-old Abioki to join us. All of the riders are getting their support. Well, Abby, who was part of the Team Gold at those Pony Europeans this summer, is here with that medal-winning pony, Boutonnet de Hermel, the 12-year-old mare. She jumped in Herning and, of course, had a very good win in one of those classes. Ended up finishing as well in 4th place in the Grand Prix itself for the ponies. Oh dear. Oh, and she's come down as well. I think she'll be absolutely fine, but it was just that horrible moment when the rider had committed to jumping the fence, but the pony said no, and that's, as I say, really not what you would expect from those two after that brilliant performance in Herning just a few weeks back. But it also shows you that you can never quite predict this sport, can you? I'm glad to see she is able just to walk away. Team out there straight away, keeping an eye. And look at that, our mascots are showing plenty of love. Oh, that was Abioki. A lot of love from the audience as well. So let's refresh at the moment. Palmer, Sophie Greg Jensen, Christensen leads the way, 52.80 for Denmark. France second and third, Ruth Favier and Zoe Marchal. Meanwhile, we move on because it's the turn of Matilda Hansen now. This 11-year-old mare that she rides is called Helga. Helga, T-H-O. Matilda, who's 14, was on the silver medal winning team and individually 5th. Had a very, very good Pony Europeans down in France this year. She jumped in Lyon, although not necessarily going completely to plan, and she was also, of course, in Saint-Anne at the big event there in September, and part of that Nations Cup and Youth European final, the fabulous finals there. Now, this pony certainly looks like it's jumping. Call that rather strange as well, and I mean 57.60, fastest to the fours. It's a time that could have gone 4th, but for that slightly strange moment at the end where they've come up against the wing, and Helga there and Matilda Hansen, I mean, to be okay, just leaving the arena, gives the pony a pat and knows that she can reset and come tomorrow. But I think they just drifted over to the right once they'd taken off, but they did look quite in the middle when they were heading down to the fence. It was just once they'd taken off. Thumbs up. Now, Norway go next. This is Josephine Marie Hookland, and riding here with Sondervangs at Colorado. Josephine, 15 years of age. This Norwegian rider was another rider who was at the Europeans in the summer road as an individual. Also, more recently, competing in hurling. They went to the opening leg of the Jumping Ponies Trophy for this year. It's, as I say, a series that's just continuing to grow in stature and popularity. It's certainly been a brilliant opportunity for these young jockeys to be on the same bill as the top 5-star riders in the sport. It gives them an opportunity to watch, to learn, to be around them all. But sadly here they come to the first fence and the pony says no. So let's try that again, shall we? Hit the reset button. It's one of those slightly awkward first fences because you've got the ingate to your left. You're coming directly between the wings of the fences either side of you. It sort of narrows down in sort of like a funnel, I guess is the best way to put it. Anyway, we're off and running now. Important to get this round under their belt. Ultimately, wherever they finish, the points for the trophies given out tomorrow, and therefore you've still got a lot to play for. Get your pony to settle and be happy in this arena. And if you're going to make a mistake, let it be today, so you can bounce back. Well, as I say, full marks to her. Recovered from the problem at the beginning, and despite a couple of fences going down, it's about that progression. It's about learning, continuing to instill confidence. Yes, for the pony, but also for the rider as well. With these younger jockeys, they need the confidence. And, you know, now she can look forward, despite that issue at the start, to coming back in the Grand Prix for the ponies tomorrow and going again. Still, though, it is the young Danish star that's standing at the top of the leaderboard, 52.80. Bethany Voss is next up. It's the turn of the second out for the Netherlands here. Still Got Me is the name of the pony. Bethany is coming to the first, 14 years of age, has in the past been a member of the bronze medal winning team for the Dutch at the Pony Europeans with this pony back in last year in Streszgom in Poland. This year again on the team, although they missed out on a medal in France. Getting a little sticky there. She had to put her legs on and really sit deep. She did finish in fourth with Nashville in the Grand Prix, which took place in Lyon. Oh no, the last has gone. 58.93. She was potentially going as high as fifth, but in the blink of an eye, the last goes down, and Bethany Voss goes into seventh. She, at the moment, with those good, strong results from both Denmark and France, sitting in second place on the overall leaderboard, should be hoping tomorrow to score big. And she's some 4 points behind Eva Eden van Gunsven, who leads the way in the overall point standing. The Dutch riders at the top of the table. And I'm sure be looking to try and steal some sort of advantage tomorrow, but we will wait to see, with the points leader not actually competing here today. Well, this now is another chance for Ireland, because this is the turn of Emily Maloney riding Lady Crown. Emily, who's 16 years of age. She was another member of that gold medal winning team for the Irish this year. The Irish who have had a lot of success in the youth categories. I mean, they've got a lot of successful riders all the way through to the very top end of this sport, and that production line that working very well, a little bit like Belgium, who also seem to sort of be going through a golden generation of youth, and full credit to the teams that work so hard behind that, the chef de keeps, of course, and all the trainers in the background across all of these youth squads and teams and riders. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes, and of course a lot of hard work from the riders themselves, but they've got a lot of support to continue their training, and of course that ensures that we see some bright young talents making it through each year into the very top end of the sport. And at the moment this is a top round here from Emily Maloney. 52.80 isn't achievable, but again, just perhaps looking at the bigger picture of what is still to come in terms of tomorrow, and that will set that up just perfectly. 60.53 on the clock for Emily there for Ireland. We're into the final 10 to go with that as well, so that was Lady Crown. Still though, we've got 2 to go for Belgium. We've got, well, I think 6 to go for Germany, and another to come for Ireland as well. All that left in the draw. Big round of applause. Antonia Hausler goes next. 15-year-old German rider, was part of the gold medal winning team, the Youth Europeans in the children's in 2022, last year on Dynamite N. She rode in Herning, although didn't compete in Lyon. Ooh, hang on a moment. What's gone on here? Looking down as if something's broken. I'm not sure if it was the stirrup. I think the foot. Hard to exactly tell. Whether they just had to get their foot back in the stirrup. Doesn't seem to be anything affecting them now, though. Well, they've recovered. They're still looking down and still not convinced there's not some degree of tack failure gone on there that has certainly not made life easy for Antonia Hausler and Indy Mill A. Ultimately, they're done for today. They'll be back tomorrow. Total is 12 and still leading the way. It is the Danish rider, Palmer, Sophie Grekis, Janssen Christensen, ahead of Brun Favier and Zoe Marchel. The 1, 2, 3 is Denmark, France and France. Still 2 in the draw, as I mentioned, for Belgium. Now 13-year-old Robin Vermeer with Crystal Sparkle van Begerveld. Another rider that has had a role to play on Belgium's pony teams. I'm sure Jean-Jacques Mastis is watching on, the Belgium chef to keeping an eye. Of course, that again is where this series is great through the winter, as you have those Pony Nations Cups throughout the course of the spring, the summer and the autumn, but it keeps the focus at an international level through the winter season for these young jockeys. But it was part of the Europeans as well with the pony in Szczecin in Poland last year. Finished individually in 4th place in Le Mans. Nicely done. Leaves all the fences standing, goes clear. It may be the slowest of the clears, but it is clear, and it is into 7th place for Robin Vermeer and Crystal Sparkle. Van Bedeveld there for Belgium. 68.09, the final time. Still 52.80 leads the way as we go back to have a little look at some of the replays here. Robin as well, who sits as the best placed of the Belgian riders on the FEI Ponies Trophy League table in 13th place. And it's Leonie Eisman now. We're back with Germany with Hankifax H, 16-year-old jockey, who did get a chance to ride for Team Germany at those Pony Europeans this year. Smart round of jumping as well here. Again, won't challenge the top of the order, but if it's clear, it's an all-important round for setting the order for tomorrow as well. So that was Leonie Eisman there. Germany jumping clear, going into 7:61.86 is the final time. We'll be pleased enough with that, leaving us, what, 6 more to jump? Yeah, 6 more to jump. 52.80, as I said a little while ago. I believe Palmer, Sophie, Gary, Janssen Christensen that leads this class. I have a feeling we may well have done enough, but you could yet see a really special performance, and it would be, I mean, we've seen a superb round take the lead. You're going to need something very special to overtake her. Now the turn of Allegra Elisabeth Huttig here, riding Stitland's Gustav. And the chance then for the home crowd. That's this, of course, for Germany as well. Allegra is 15. Last international outing this year, in fact, came back in Hagen. They also rode on the Nations Cup team in Ludwigshausen in May. Getting around that 60-second marker, but again, it's a nice clear round, 61.92. That is now into 8 from Allegra Elisabeth Huttig there for Germany with Stitland's Gustav. Nothing wrong with that round. It means that nothing changes at the top of the order. So out she goes. And we can have a little look back. Really any sort of bother. Comics has given them a really fair test here. Jonah Esser next. Riding here with Hofstad's Olifi. Another of them for Germany. Also 16 years of age. Rode at the Europeans both in 2022 and in 2021. two did jump in Lyon, although it didn't quite work out for them. Nice round, 57.70. That was a little bit quicker. And the best place to the German riders is now Jonah Esser, going up into fourth place with Holstad Zolifi there, 57.70. Slots in behind our top three. A very smart round of jumping, so that was a good round for them. We're now down to four. Look at the difference in time there. I mean, Jonah's time there, 57.70. It's 5 seconds off the leader. But it was still, you know, great try, and it'll certainly help their starting position tomorrow. Now, we have another combination riding for Belgium. One for Belgium, one for Ireland, two for Germany. That's how it's going to go. This is the turn of 14-year-old Xander Lamberts, riding here with Olili the fifth, the 9-year-old mare. Xander, who rode in the Children's Europeans on the team that finished fourth down in Goliminore in Italy back in the summertime. Although he did ride this pony at the Europeans in Thresgom in Poland at the ponies last year. Wide on that turn back to the Roses fence. Just ended up getting too deep. Still thinking, though, a little bit about the time. They came inside, back to the double. And over the 60 seconds, 62.81. What are the slower fours, sadly, for them? For Xander Lamberts, that fence costly there for. Drops already down the order there for Belgium. And then there were three more left to go in this FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy here in Stuttgart. It's the one-round competition, the jump off the Grand Prix for the ponies, coming tomorrow. Plenty of top-class sport still to come from Stuttgart today, with more five-star action, the German Masters title tonight, and the FEI Driving World Cup a little later as well. The opening drive of that. And in the ponies, it is still the young lady from Denmark that leads, Palmer Sophie Gris, Janssen Christensen. Now the turn of Ireland's final chance. This is Kian Dor, who gets set to go with sparkling Lackmore Joey. In his 16, was the individual bronze medalist this summer, part of the gold medal winning team as well, at the Europeans in France. Set off with a little bit of pace here. Got the turn. He was the winner. I remind you as well of the last leg, that Grand Prix in Lyon. So he's come here full of confidence. Didn't jump in Herning. Oh, somehow just no. Well, what a great honest pony that was, because he really tried for him. He was all in a muddle when he got there, and the pony still did all it could for him. But, you know, he pushed on. He was certainly trying to chase down the leader. He unfortunately couldn't today. He'll try again tomorrow to attempt to follow up that win from a week or so ago. Kian Dor there at the moment, because of that result in Lyon, sits an equal third on the overall standings for the FEI Ponies Trophy. In fact, it'll be a bit of a battle between Kian and also, look at it, the Dutch rider Stephanie Vos, really going for the points over the course of this week. So now there are two left, and they both ride for Germany. Raphael Isenhardt goes next. Casino Royale. A very experienced pony. Raphael, who's 14. First time this season into the Pony Trophy classes. Together, these two did finish fourth in the Grand Prix at Centaur back in September. And the chance of a position today falls with the pole. Comes down to the last. Oh, and they got a little bit deep to that as well. Ended up too close. So 8 the score, 60.85 the time. Raphael Isenhardt finishing there on 8 in 60.85 with Casino Royale. So Palmer one away from the win here on the opening day for the FEI Ponies Trophy. What a great lineup that we've got set for the Grand Prix tomorrow, and of course that jump-off class, the FEI Ponies Trophy Grand Prix, always seems to challenge them in a very different way to the speed leg we see today, the one-round Fulton time. Well, to wrap it up, Naomi Hamrick now for Germany with Red Star Optimus. Naomi, who is also 16, rode the Youth Europeans in Gorda this year, and with that fence going down, it secures the win here today for Palmer. We'll come to that at the end of this round. Just looping back into the double. Ridden the last 3 Youth European Championships. So down this final line we go for the last to go. So Naomi there, Naomi Himmelreich, and Red Star Optimus, 66.26 the time, and it's a final total of 8 as the last to go in the FEI Ponies Trophy one-round competition. And the one round that beat them all is that young lady from Denmark that has come out on top. So, brilliant result for her. Let's look back at the replays here. So let's confirm the full result. Congratulations to Palmer. It is Palmer, Grace, Janssen, Christensen, 52.80, but it's Desavelaines that comes out on top. France finishing second and third. Marks de Brun-Favier as the first out and finishing second. Zoe Marchel will be happy, I'm sure, with third. Jona S up taking fourth for Germany ahead of Renske van Middeldorp. And then the two for Ireland finishing there in sixth and seventh with Senan Rip and Emily Maloney. Germany again 8th and 9th with Leonie Asmans and Elgra Elizabeth Hutting ahead of Robin Vermeer, who rounds out at the top 10. So tremendous stuff from all of the FEI Ponies Trophy riders. Their focus, of course, will swing now to that Grand Prix for the pony riders that will come up here tomorrow as part of the schedule at these Stuttgart German Masters. And FEI Ponies Jumping Trophy, the jump-off class there, Grand Prix, 2:15 tomorrow afternoon here in the Hans Martin Scheler Hall. So do your best to be with us for that one, and we'll of course see an exciting jump off, I am sure. And as I say, there's a bit of a battle going on there as well, with a couple of the top riders from the points table not here this week, including the leader Eva Eden van Grunsven and third place is Figa Vesterland. But that opens the door to plenty of others. So well done to all. We'll look forward to tomorrow, and congratulations again to Palmer Sophie, Go Janssen Christensen.
Ehrenkomitee steht bereit. Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, Preis der Firma Ensinger Mineralheilquellen GmbH, FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Wir starten einfach wieder mit unserem 8., mit dem 7., 6, 5 und 4. Und dann kommen gleich danach unsere Top 3. Äffle und Pferdle werden ebenfalls herzlichst gratulieren. Und hier kommt der 8. Platz ohne Punkte, 61,86 Sekunden für Hanky Fax. Und hier ist Leonie Assmann aus Deutschland. Glückwunsch! Dicht verfolgt vom 7. Platz von Lady Crown und Emily Moloney. Der 6. Platz für Fernando und Shannon Reeve Irland. Rang Nummer 5, La Bonita Renske van Middendorp. Und Rang Nummer 4, Holstadt Solifier. Wir sehen sie mit der blauen Schleife. Gratulation, Jonna Esser. Und jetzt Vorhang auf, Bühne frei für unsere Top 3. Angeführt von unserer jungen Siegerin Palma Sophie Grie, Jansson Christensen. Das Mineralwasser Ensinger Sport ist die meistverkaufte Marke in Baden-Württemberg und wegen des hohen Gehalts an Calcium und Magnesium bei Sportlerinnen und Sportlern sehr beliebt. Und wie Jungsportler sein können, das haben wir heute erlebt. Jahrgang 2011 im Dezember, Geburtstag und damit 11 Jahre jung. 5 Jahre älter ist die Ponystute, mit der sie die erste Prüfung der FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy gewinnt. Mit Bodyseat, die Savelin, ist es Palma Sophie Grie, Jansson Christensen, Dänemark. Zur Bestätigung des offiziellen Ergebnisses gibt es für unsere junge Siegerin zunächst die Glückwünsche des Präsidenten der internationalen Jury, Herr Joachim Geilfuß, darf zuerst gratulieren. Ein Geschenk gibt es natürlich auch zum Sieg, einen Bräuniger-Gutschein im Wert von 200 €. Schnell einlösen, Palmer, überreicht von Nico Kütterer für Sponsoring und Events der Ensinger Mineralheilquellen, der begleitet wird von unserem Turnierleiter für Springen von Andreas Krieg. La deuxième place, der 2. Platz, geht an Cooper Delaine, 19 Jahre alt. Und an die erste Starterin Brune Fevre, La France. Und fehlerfrei auch der 3. Platz mit 56,63 Sekunden, Berlioz Denon, Zoé Marchal, La France, Félicitations. Wenn wir auf unsere junge Siegerin schauen, das wird sie jetzt nicht verstehen, aber einen großen Respekt, wenn man im jungen Alter auch den anderen schon den Respekt zollt. Für alle hat sie mit applaudiert. Das heißt, wir schenken ihr jetzt auch nochmal ganz viel Applaus auf der Ehrenrunde. Für Palma Sophie Gry, Jansson Christensen, the Lap of Honor. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Congratulations, Palma. So, Cooper de Len holen wir jetzt erstmal einmal raus zur Beruhigung. Genauso Willius. Und dann ist die Bühne frei für die strahlende Siegerin, für Palma Ponies Trophy. Für morgen, denn dann ist sie die Wertungsprüfung zur FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, das war dieser Veranstaltungsabschnitt. Vielleicht haben Sie ja Karten für heute Abend. Dann werden Sie noch ein Springen über 1,55 Meter erleben, die Qualifikation zum Stuttgart German Master heute Abend und natürlich die rasantesten überhaupt. Denn heute Abend erleben wir auch noch den FEI Driving World Cup, die Einlaufprüfung unserer Fahrer. Vielen Dank für die Stimmung bis heute Nachmittag schon einmal. Vielleicht ja bis später.
Sie möchten ein Girokonto, das perfekt zu Ihrem Leben passt. FEI Extend bietet das passende Girokonto für alle. Mit tollen Zusatzleistungen und exklusiven Vergünstigungen. Mit FEI Extend nehmen Sie Ihre Bankgeschäfte ganz einfach selbst in die Hand. Ob direkt in der Filiale oder rund um die Uhr online. Unkompliziertes Banking, wie Sie es gerade brauchen. Finden Sie das Girokonto, das genau zu Ihrem Leben passt. FEI Extend. Viel mehr als nur ein Girokonto. Steigende Strompreise